players mess around as we were preparation for this. But here we go. Money where your mouth is. hardymj coming in with the Negan crossover for Jae-Yun and Solarson on the Koji.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, I mean, if you guys follow hardymj on Twitter, he has talked about the fact that he believes that Greatsword into Sword is Greatsword's worst matchup. So I feel like Solarson going for the Koji here is actually a pretty good play considering what Hardy thinks.
Yeah, true. And for everyone that's wondering too, it is going to be a best of 5, right? So no matter what happens this match, obviously we're going to have a minimum of 2 more. Woo. And hardymj making a phenomenal comeback here. But, you know, something that's really interesting here, Flambeau, is, you know, these players have 0 experience against each other whatsoever. Yes. Right? And that's what makes this mid-season invitational so special and so amazing.
This is where we get the blend of different regions finally coming together, bro. It's been so long. You can see how this NA style can fare up against, but I don't know, to be honest, because of this, you don't get to play a Greatsword like this. You know, every region has their player, but hardymj, I think, personally, takes the cake.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what an incredible GCD light there. Wake up to knock off Solarson, and we are neck and neck here early on, folks. What another bait right there. Solarson hits literally the exact same combo of their own and makes hardymj pay in order for Solarson to get stock number 1. Wow. This is an incredible matchup thus far. Now, you know, a lot of people, you know, you got to think about the fans too right now, Flambeau, right? It's NA versus EU, right? Everybody's going to be cheering on their team, their side.
One thing I'm wondering about, Rain, I mean, this is for 40 buckaroos, bro. Like, my boys are trying to eat. That's a nice fancy dinner, you know? Go ahead and get yourself, maybe 2 drinks coming along with that one. But Hardy, he playing the corner a little bit, trying to get that cheesy, exhausted recovery. Doesn't hit, needs the final blow, and Greatsword can sometimes struggle to get that final blow. If you don't got the dodge read, you don't find a stray sig. You see he threw it away because he's going to go ahead and grab a sword. Now an unarmed neutral air is the KO option of choice? What?
Hey, man, if it works, right? And you know, Hardy obviously exhausting all options there, finally saying, you know what, I'll just go in with the end light and get the job done. But yet, here we are. The players are still, you know, very even right now. And what's going to be interesting as this matchup goes on is, you know, who's going to be able to adapt to the other one's playstyle quick. Oh, my goodness, Flambeau. Solarson pulling out the crazy tech.
Yeah, I'm like, Hardy, I was thinking that, you know, going into this, I'm not going to cap. I thought Hardy had some free money lined up right here, but I'm watching this right now. We see Solarson actually jumps out of that conversion right there. That's why Hardy has to go for the end light finisher on that string. But with that, I don't know if Hardy's going to be able to go ahead and bring this back. Yes. Oh, man, he was in the right spot. He had the read right there, but he didn't finish out the stop.
Yeah, and, you know, something that's so awesome, too, right now, right, is like, you can tell both players are trying to find their comfort zone, but neither of them are letting them do that. Wonderful D-Light Sair right there to confirm the KO, and Solarson currently has the lead early on here.
Okay, and we're going to see just how much further he's going to be able to push this. Granted, Hardy, once again, in this spot where he kind of needs to get one more blow, right? A D-Light recovery on that sword should be enough. Will he be able to find it? I think sword is definitely the weapon of choice to try and bring this back, but Solarson trying to extend that lead as much as possible. A stray recovery from hardymj will bring this down to the final stock, and I'm not going to lie, I thought this was going to be not so close of a match.
True. And, you know, we've seen Hardy fall back so many times in this matchup, but consistently just coming back each and every single time. But can hardymj finally take the stock first? We've seen Solarson win the engagements initially, and Hardy has had to play from behind. But obviously at the last stock, there's nowhere left to go back. You can only go forward.
This is scary, man. Like, my personal opinion is I think bow into Greatsword is the worst, and then Hardy thinks it's sword. Oh, you were playing with fire right there, going for that neutral air. But I mean, despite that, he's holding on. He's getting straight hit here and there. But for Solarson, he's like, yeah, I hit you like 1-2 more times. Start fishing for D-Light recovery, and that's game over. For Hardy, he needs to get a 50-50. He's looking for that side light. He wants that dodge. Solarson charged that sig.
No way.
Disrespectful.
No way.
Give me that money.
It was so close. Hardy is just missing things that we don't usually see Hardy see. Hardy's trying to get the combos going. Nice D-Light. Oh no, but a D-Light recovery almost enough to do it. One more should do it. Oh no, he trying to do it. He trying to do it like that, huh?
Can Hardy do it? He needs to get past the Koji. That's going to be a weapon pickup. Immediate end-sig coming out from the man from the Walking Dead himself. But Hardy needs to get off this corner. Can he do it? A Sair's enough. A weapon throw. He's pushing on, and he is getting so much closer. Ooh! It's close now, baby.
Oh, no, it's still not enough. Oh my goodness gracious, this is getting absolutely insane here. It's all coming down to this one hit. Recovery still not enough, Flambeau.
how is it not enough? One more hit. Still Solarson in the same exact position, looking to find it. The Sayer's not enough. He has to get the edge guard. The weapon throw's no good. Goes for the unarmed recovery. Nothing is just doing enough damage. Hardy can't finish him off. But the stab! The stab! We jousting out here?
Hey, look at his head. Hey, look at his head. He's like, yeah. Yeah. Look, he's like, yeah.
Yeah. We go
Dude,
for
he
hard
knew how
reads in this house,
crazy that
man.
was.
Oh man.
My word, dude.
Game
What a game one. Oh my goodness. Look at back
Game
these
one?
replays here. We see the Nair getting the KO confirmed, the recovery getting the KO confirmed, and then Flambeau. Look at this right. You were talking about that land, bro.
2, 1.
Beautiful read, man. I mean, it was coming down to the line. We were talking about the fact that hardymj could never get the stock first that entire match. But finally, in the last moment where it mattered most to win the game, he was able to be clutch enough and close it out with that read. But you can only imagine Solarson probably a little bit tight, man. Not $40. I ain't saying he want to give it for free, so he's definitely going to be trying to bring this one back.
True. And Solarson, you know, so known for that Ulgrim. I'm so surprised we haven't got that out yet. But who knows? Maybe Solarson does not take this matchup. It might be coming out again in a switch up. But, you know, when you think about that last match, where was Solarson not able to, you know, finish the game and get the win? Because, you know, Flambeau, Solarson was in control the entire time, right? So what would you like to see from Solarson now in game number 2 that obviously wasn't there in game number 1?
This is going to sound a little bit like controversial just because generally Brawlhalla is a game where like if you want to play a little bit passive and wait for your opening, it's generally not a bad idea. But in that last scenario, Hardy was just throwing out hitboxes. You know, I'm not going to cap. He was like, I need to bring this back somehow. In order to do that, I'm going to hit you. It looked like Solarson was looking for the perfect opportunity to punish like he did right there. But he was able to keep that up and just, you know, like either exit.
Hardy is in a nice spot here, still a little bit behind, but just trying to find the most of their opportunities to KO confirm here. Right now, though, Solarson has been able to build up a ton of damage, but still, Solarson does confirm the KO, getting on the second stock now. So now it is 3-1 Solarson with a huge comeback and showing fantastic mental toughness after what we just saw in game number 1.
It looks like he's going to go ahead and try to extend this still. Going off stage right now. Okay, what do we have going on here? Looks like hardymj trying to land. Almost gets caught by the down sig. It doesn't get held just quite long enough there to go ahead and execute that punish. But despite that, he's going to go ahead and try to bring this back. Solarson has a huge lead right now. We're talking big money, big damage, big bills type lead.
And it looks like, you know, hardymj had a phenomenal comeback last time, but I think Solarson's kind of like, nah. Not this time. Not this time. I figured it out. Wonderful ground pound right there to confirm the KO. And Solarson takes game number 2. And look at Solarson's response there. Calm, cool, collect, and absolutely locked in. And I think that translates perfectly into the gameplay we just saw there, Flambeau.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you on that one, man. I mean, Solarson, he like was precise with it, right? Surgical with the execution on that one. Definitely just like had so much. I mean, even that final ground pound at the end that we saw there was just like he had no doubts, no worries, didn't seem phased at all from that game 1. And I think if he continues to play like that, like the rest of this set is not going to look too good for Hardy, no cap.
Yep, and we are 1-1 heading now into game number 3. Solarson with a fantastic win in that last matchup and absolutely doing incredible. But hardymj putting Solarson through the rinse cycle, and just like that, Hardy gets 1 string, and that's what makes the Great Switch so incredible. They're just back in this match.
And hopefully, I mean, Hardy, he's able to keep this up, might be able to go ahead and be a bit more competitive this time around. The Snare's going to be able to do enough to KO off the top, and you love to see it as Hardy manages to get a little bit of a baby lead here. But will he be able to keep that up, or will Solarson answer back? And Hardy already getting a 3-hit string. That's another punish on a dodge. He's getting so much extra damage, going to be able to get the starve as well. Solarson, can you do this?
Yeah, I think this is where Hardy thrives, right? When Hardy can get in control and really have the runway to set up those greatsword strings, that's where we see Hardy absolutely come alive. Oh, go with the weapon throw, almost into the dare. That was so risky. It almost paid off. No punishment comes out from Solarson, but hardymj still looking to capitalize on holding the stage control, and Solarson just does not seem to have a lot of confidence currently in this matchup.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Steam taken out of the sails, maybe just a little bit there as he's not able to find his final blow on a Hardy. Hardy finds a punish with an unarmed neutral air and goes for an N-Sig on the sword. He throws the weapon up and gets the combo off the easy. Quite literally NBA Street Volume 2 right there, but will Hardy finish it with the game break?
Wow, Hardy MJ is it's literally a complete reverse from what we saw. That was wild. That was wild. That was wild. I get Hardy's laughing right now. Hardy's like, okay.
I could tell, man. He had that dog in him. He was hungry. He needed to eat. He was really trying to fish for that last little bite of steak, but right there could not quite get the just the bite, man. You need that good, tough flesh in your gums, you know, but he couldn't get it. That's okay. He's still hungry, though. My dog out here, he feeding. You know I'm a great sword, I guess I'll say stan, if you will. So, ooh! And that hit right in the corazon.
Yeah, right? Rotating a nice sidelight into N-Sig, getting a perfect read on Solarson. And now Hardy MJ with a pleasant position up 1 full stock. Goes to weapon throw for the engage. Solarson, though, just really hasn't been able to get anything going whatsoever in this entire matchup. And this is like a full 180 of what we saw in game number 2.
Yeah, Hardy, I mean, they've been going so back and forth right in that game, too. Solarson looked so confident, so strong. Came out the gate swinging. I was like, damn, all right, Solarson might be able to turn this around. But now, I mean, it's looking like a completely different game. We see Hardy go for that read again on the movement with the gravity cancel side light, but it's not going to hit. Fishing for this final blow. Solarson taking so much damage. And at this point, like, it's pretty much one dodge read away from Hardy winning this game. That's the power of Greatsword, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Solarson right now. They're trying to find a win. Oh, what? Hardy had the right read, but the GC sig from Solarson came out before Hardy was able to react on the read, and Solarson gets the KO. Now it's in an interesting position, right? Hardy MJ does not have great sword in hand. It's on the next weapon cycle, and Solarson has struggled against that. Can Solarson find a way to climb and crawl back into this matchup in the sword ditto, Flambeau?
I mean, I will see. For Hardy, he manages to pick up that great sword. A fortunate weapon spawn kind of sets him up perfectly for his win con, but he hasn't been able to hit Solarson yet. Just the swings from the sword are too fast, right? He's going for these nairs now. He tries to go for a sidelight. That nair, it killed. Oh man, I mean, I'm like, I know that move, like, he did the end light and not the side light finisher, right? So usually he doesn't KO as early, but even despite that, off the top left corner exactly was the perfect execution there from Hardy MJ. Was able to look at it and say, you know what? Yeah, this should kill with the end light finisher and just line it up.
Yeah, it's kind of like Scythe, right? It's an interesting weapon because all it takes is one read, and then you can build up an insane amount of damage every single time. And Hardy is doing so good, you know, in building up all those reads and getting the damage. Now, again, the thing with Hardy MJ on Greatsword, it's a double-edged sword. And I mean that in the metaphor sense where if Hardy MJ isn't allowed to have that Greatsword and get stage control, Hardy MJ respectfully gets bodied. I mean, just to put it bluntly. So I think what we're going to see from Solarson now is trying to force Hardy MJ to stay aerial and keep Hardy MJ off that Greatsword no matter what.
Oh, wow. Beautiful punish from Hardy MJ. Spot dodges the side stick and goes for the gravity cancel side light finisher. That's the only thing that the Greatsword could actually do in that scenario to punish in time. There we go, Solarson getting a little bit of damage. But I would like to see Solarson, when he has that bow in hand, Hardy, you can see, runs away to the other side of the stage because he knows that Greatsword can't win against bow on the ground like that. It's just too fast. And he always charges the side stick. I'm always curious about that. I'm like, why do you not let it rip? I think maybe he's waiting for that spot dodge and he wants to get like the nice chunky hit for the guaranteed KO. And now he just kind of misses out on the potential damage that he would have had. So that he gets it.
Yeah, that was kind of a crazy read because Hardy threw out the end light, but the prio came out on the D light from Solarson, was able to confirm the KO. So now Solarson, here we go. Look, the weapon starve is happening now, and Solarson's like, look, I need to get up as much damage as possible without letting him get on Greatsword. And now Hardy, this is what happens once Hardy kind of gets stuck in this kind of hole. Hardy has to either pop off with the sword or find a way to get that Greatsword back in hand.
And we're gonna see if this can be one of those moments. I mean, already, like, it's so strange, the flow of this set, man. Because Hardy, looking for the juice. All right, unarmed recovery, exhausted version. Gonna go ahead and save him there. Manages to get around. Another unarmed recovery. Tries to go for the sword recovery. Nice. Still isn't able to get the KO. This Sarah's still not enough to get the KO. Gotta line up that edge guard.
Nice.
That was perfect.
Wow.
That was perfect.
Wow. And what's so smart right there, right, is because if he would have done a falling Sair, the hitbox wanted to stay in that same place as long. Hardy knew to rotate down and then do the GC end light because it would last longer and that it would catch him directly on the hitbox. So hardymj still in this matchup currently, but definitely basically at a full stock deficit right now. hardymj does have the great sword and is finally getting stage control. This is exactly what hardymj needs if they're going to come back in this matchup. Oh, the big Sarah right there does KO. Okay. We're at 2-1, Flambeau.
Dude, this is our first money match of the day, and it's looking like it may go to 5. hardymj is on the back foot right now. Has to bring it back versus Solarson, and that's a great start. Manages to get 3 hits right there. Wow, the bow and light reaches so far up. Manages to spot dodge through. Oh, whoa, careful. hardymj is barely getting past these signatures. Another one. Wow, my gosh. Solarson is just unloading the clip.
Yeah, and hardymj is trying to hang on for dear life right here. But I think you're right, Flim. I think this is definitely going to game number 5. And I'm very happy about that because, you know, we're really going to see. Woo! He finally got it. He finally got it on that side thing. He said, I'm not going to charge out her Flambeau. I'm just going to let her rip.
Okay. Oh, man. Hardy getting a little bit desperate here. We see him go. Oh, what a spot dodge. What? What? And it doesn't KO, bro. That move never KOs when you need it to, bro. It's so heartbreaking. Like, my man got outplayed and didn't get the stock for it. But it's okay. Because that's how we Solarson playing immaculately right now. Gets sent down to his final stock, but hardymj has taken some Demaglio at this point, and Solarson is one good Mr. Clean hit away from bringing this to game 5.
Yeah, man, this was just like game 2. hardymj actually came back and won that matchup after being down this much. Woo! Can Solarson get the clutch gene going, or is hardymj gonna find a way to build up damage? It's starting to happen. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous for Solarson right now. It's starting to happen, Flambeau. You can see it.
Does he survive? Okay. Yeah.
What was I talking about? What was I talking about? We're going to game number 5. Solarson, look at no reaction. Nothing. Maybe a little sweat. I'm with you. I'm with you. These matches are intense. Me and Flambeau got a little sweat going on right now, too. It is incredible. We're going to game number 5. Looking back at these replays, break it down for the fans, Flambeau.
Oh, man. I mean, honestly, in that game 5, Solarson was really just able to, one, effectively rack up that damage. We saw it time and time again. When he was getting those punishes, he'd get, like, Dare Nair. You know, that's like 3 hits. And 3 hits on sword is actually pretty decent. Like, a lot of times, you get your D-Light into whatever move that you combo into. But if you're getting that 3rd hit, that adds up over the course of the match.
Yeah. Ooh. Here we go into game number 5. $40 on the line. It is 2-2. So this is the last match between these two players. Guaranteed. You have North America going against EU. Get loud, get crazy in the chat. Stand up for your continent. Oh, the saw emote. Oh, is that a mental game? I like that. It's a money match. This is different. This is different.
You gotta get that guap, baby. You gotta do whatever you can till you start tilting your opponent. That's the way you make them mess up. What? Excuse me? That's the way to answer. If there's a way to answer, that's the way to answer. That was great. Again, back-to-back lethal weapon.
Don't do it a 3rd time. Don't do it. You can tell he won't do it a 3rd time. Don't do it a 3rd time.
Is he running 9 decks even?
I don't know, but Solarson did not take that Sultan lightly.
Oh, that's 5 hits.
The clutch. Oh, no. Was that 8-piece? 8-piece no combo?
That's fact, bro. When you see that dodge right there, you're like, ooh, I know I get guaranteed 5 after this. That's the way you start building it up. Look how much of a lead Hardy has because of that 1-string sequence,
Yeah, it's crazy. That's, again, that makes Greatsword really good, but also makes Greatsword really bad. You can't hit that, and you basically trying to play cover the entire time, pulling back. What a read! Another saw emote!
Oh, man, that's the full Morton, man. Got the lady with the yellow umbrella out to play.
$40 on their mind, I'll tell you that. hardymj is 1 stock away from being our money match winner, and I guess giving NA a bit of a leg up on EU.
And just like that, man, on top of everything that we've seen thus far, for hardymj, like, one, I think it's a confidence boost because he gets to win against one of his self-prescribed terrible matchups. But 2, you know, it means it's going to be a good out of momentum going into whatever next he got coming up for tomorrow. But Solarson doesn't look like he's going to let it go down so easy. Already starting a little bit of a comeback, getting some stray hits here, playing a little bit slower, and he knows that this bow can stuff out the greatsword so well, but Hardy's doing such a great job maneuvering through and around some of these hitboxes. I don't know. If we got the reverse 3-stock right now, that would be kind of crazy.
And that was the opportunity right there. Solarson just barely misses the map out on that side sig. hardymj has stage control. Solarson trying to find a way to get back up in this matchup, but building up so much damage right here. Looking for probably a GC's. Yup, went for the GC sidelight once again. But Solarson says, I'm down, but I'm not out, and we are one stock away from declaring our first winner of the money match. Remember, it's a best of 5, currently 2-2, and the winner is gonna get 40 bucks.
Right. Do you think Solarson is clutch, or do you think hardymj is gonna go ahead and put him to sleep right here? You gonna tuck him in? Ooh, is he gonna tuck him in?
I don't know. I think Solarson's trying to stay up late tonight. I don't know. Solarson ain't trying to chase Solarson. Oh, never mind.
He got tucked in. He said, no, you can't watch Inuyasha on Adult Swim, brother. You got to go to sleep. No Big O, no FLCL, no Cowboy Bebop. You go to sleep, my son. You only get to watch Toonami. That's it.
Sad.
That's it. No Adult Swim. That's what big boys only.
Man, I'm sad. You know what? Look at that face. That is the face of a $40 richer man.
That's right.
GG's, well played to the first money match over here on our side of the board. hardymj from North America takes home the first set of the many amazing matches we have today against Solarson from EU. Flambeau, we look back at these replays, man, and ultimately we're not feeling like it came down.